Good morning. Well, we're on the move from the Lake Iznájar. Just looking at the weather really, and it's looking like there's going to be intermittent rain, and cloudy days over the next 4 or 5 days. So just thought we'd make a move down to the south coast. We're going to stop off, or the plan is to stop off first near Antequera. I've just found a little place on park for night, which is near Torcal, the old stones. So we'll go there tonight, or we'll have a look first, and then we'll push on down to the coast, and we'll be away for about a week before coming back to view a few more houses. I'll talk about this a little bit more later on. I'm still really unsure what I want to do. I'm able, on paper at least, to apply for a long-term visa in France, here in Spain, and Portugal. But I'm still not sure if that's the answer and if that's where I want to be. So, you might have to bear with me on that one. My head's all over the place on what to do. So I think for now it's just going to be enjoy the journey, and we'll look at that sort of stuff a little bit later. Right, so we've just arrived sort of southwest of Antequera, and all that range there is El Torcal, which is quite a popular spot in the area. And should the weather improve tomorrow, it's all clouded over the one end, so you're not going to see much up there. We might go up there tomorrow and have a visit of the whole area. I think there's a few walks around there. But we're here at the moment. It's not too bad. It's a little bit muddy underfoot due to the showers they've had recently. But there are, on that track just down there in front of us, there's a whole picnic area down there, and I believe there are other parking spots down there. So if this one proves challenging, we'll just pop down there and have a look. I'm going to take Molly for a little stroll anyway, so we'll recce the site and then see what walks are in the area. Well, with a backdrop like that and the place completely to myself, we're up this top end. I think there's a few cars down the bottom end there, one or two. It might even be locals. I just thought I'd get some training done. It's been a while. I walk Molly every day. I have done a couple of runs. But I brought some weights with me and some resistance bands and a kettlebell, and so it's time to get stuck into it. Right, so after the training and just chilling out for a few hours really with Molly, we're still here, and what time is it now? Let's have a look. 6:10. Still tons of light left in the sky, and just got the wisps of mist coming around that high point there, and there we go, and some other rays of sun coming up there, as well as a decent sunset in the background there. But yeah, that promises to brighten up really well. I think sunset is around about 6:30, 25 to 7, something like that. But it's looking fabulous already. And so it's been a really good day, chilled out, good to get away from Iznájar. There's a road there, and there's still a little bit of traffic at the moment, but that should die down in the next hour or two. But yeah, it's lovely, spectacular. Torcal, all those rocks there. Hang on, I showed you them this morning, but I'll show you again. Yeah, they are just really, really interesting. Even that was lit up really well. I took some photos of it, but the peak right at the far end, which is, I think there's a big valley through there. Not sure where the road goes through there actually. But yeah, that was lit up really well with the sunlight earlier on. But yeah, it's a stunning, stunning place. And there are loads of little park-ups like this. I've come past, since leaving Antequera, there's a massive one outside Antequera actually, but there were so many vans in there, all overlooking like the church and stuff that I took photos of, which will probably be in the end of this one. I just didn't want to be a part of that scene, if I'm honest. Yeah, I've been checking the map, and that forestry over there's meant to be lots of different walks and tracks and everything else. So I'll take Molly across here tomorrow. And just one on Molly. She's been going hell for leather after rabbits these past few days down at the lake and all that. And she's a bit lame on her left rear leg, so I don't want to walk her on the lead, but I just need to get her a bit more under control and not walk her as far. So yeah, so there's that to bear in mind now when we go for a walk tomorrow. And probably I'll try and keep her off her as best I can for about a week or so. Right, that's us. I have a glass of wine. I was cruelly given a bottle of wine today. My intention was to come away and not drink. And I'm not strong enough to just leave it inside of Wellington in the garage. So it's going to be gone tonight at some point. And yeah, then I'm going to get into a bit of training, as in get into a routine. And not drinking booze is going to be a part of that routine. Right, I shall stop waffling. Catch you all later. Good morning. Wow, what a peaceful night. Really cold this morning. But also very heavily laden with moisture. The van on the inside, the windows, it's like hoovering out a swimming pool. Honest to God, there was just so much moisture. Now on the weather forecast last night, it did say this area would get cold, but would be 91 or 92% moisture, and it certainly showed. But yeah, we're just going to get a coffee on now and take Molly for a walk, and then hopefully, if it stays clear, and I'm guessing by the morning light just coming through on the tops of these mountains here, or ridgeline there, that we could be in for a clear morning, which means we'll head up on top and then go and walk the circuit around Torcal. Right, catch you in a bit. Right, it's a tiny issue, is one of my registration plate lights was out. It's no biggie really, I don't do that much nighttime driving. But it's more for, on the dashboard there's a little warning triangle that comes up, and it's bloody annoying. So I stripped it down last night, and as you can see, the filament inside is all broken anyway, but that side's corroded and coming off, so I need to find a garage or some sort of motor care shop or something today to buy a new bulb for the backlight. But it was good, I managed to get that off and clean it all up a little bit. Yeah, and hopefully that'll get rid of that little warning triangle. Right. Vanlife, eh? Never a dull moment. Right, let's head off for a walk with Molly, and the idea is to get at least 45 minutes done, though they're generally much longer than that. Right, so this is all the forestry the other side of where I'm parked. Had a quick look on Google Maps using a satellite view and stuff, and it's just crisscrossed with tracks like this small one here, like footpaths, and larger vehicle tracks. I've absolutely no idea where I'm going. I'm just trying to get some sort of circuitous route going through it all, and see where we end up. Just keep doing a circle to the left, and we should get back to where we started, hopefully. The main road behind me is fairly evident, so yeah, shouldn't be too difficult. Right, we're starting to climb out of the shadow of Torcal and into the rising sun. It's not that cold now I'm out and about, to be honest, but the sun will be welcome, if only for the light. Yeah, well, that way is back to the road, and that up there is continuing to the north. So we'll oh my god, there's a lung buster there. Right, we'll crack on with this one. Alright, there we go, that's the route we're on now. Well, see, you've got that's the route, and then you come to this one here, which I'm assuming means this isn't the route. So it's a little bit confusing, actually. I've just had a look at Google Maps, and there is a forestry track here that goes all the way back and around, pretty much to where we started in a big loop. I think, yeah, sod it, let's take this way. Come on. Right, so our route actually goes round there, which we'll do in a second, but there is this short sharp hill here with a rocky outcrop, and I'm just thinking that might afford us some really nice views over the whole of the forestry, so we'll go and check it out. Right, just we'll do this rocky outcrop as well. Let's have a look. Yeah. A bit challenging. Yeah. Right, last one. God, Jesus. Right. Oh, that's what I thought. Ah. Yeah, as I thought. Right, let me get my breath. Right, so that's out to the north. Spinning around to the west. And the start of the Torcal range. The van is pretty much about there. Down in the valley, but in line with that. Yeah, I just got the view of the whole sort of northern side of the range. Going back up to the pass up there, which we'll be going through a little bit later. Stunning. I tell you what, it's 10:30 in the morning, and already it feels so warm in the sun. Oh, lovely. Although I'm sure you won't want to hear me banging on about that all the time, so I'll just let the videos do the talking, and you can figure it out for yourselves. I'll stop antagonising with this warm weather. There's some random olive tree there. I bet no one's coming to pick that one. Bit beyond my capability, I think, to try and restore that. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but there's been quite a lot of these scrapings up the side of the the footpath. I've only seen, if I'm honest, I've only seen deer tracks up to now. I've not really been looking closely, but ordinarily you see all that scuffing up, and it's generally wild boar. Now I know they do have them here. Yeah, I've not seen any obvious identifiable boar tracks, not like the ones I saw in Scotland. These do tend to be deer, the tracks I've seen here so far. Look at that lovely patch of what look like crocuses. What's lots of crocuses? Crocuses? Croci? Lots of flowers. Right, so we've made it back to the main road. It's just a case now of finding a track on the other side to take us back to the van. Yeah, there's so many tracks here, big ones like that, and the little ones we've just been walking up. You could get lost in there for hours upon hours upon hours. Well, hopefully we won't be on this too long. There's no obvious track off to the left at the moment, but I know there are quite a few over there. I can see them from the van. Jumped off onto this track, which is actually the wrong side of the road, but it's a little bit safer. I think this is the one, or an extension of the one we first walked when we got into the forestry. So this will do until we can get one of those tunnels under the main road and then head back. Right, so that's a little village just up the main track from where I'm parked, and actually I can see the van now. I would try and point it out. I guess look to the edge of these trees down there and you'll come to it, I don't know, round about there somewhere. Yeah, sticking out like a bulldog's bollocks. The green machine. Ah, here we go, we'll grab this one, cross under the road and then make our way back to the van. Cool, what a walk. What a lovely, lovely area. Right, that's walk and the lunch done. Everything's all tickety-boo. The clouds have come in up on top, but we're going to go up and have a look anyway. And it might just be that we stay up there, see if there's a bit of a sunset. There'll be a better sunrise over that side, because we were pretty much blocked from it this morning. So even if we don't get a walk in today, or it's partially clouded, we could probably still do it tomorrow and stay overnight up there. But let's get up there and see what it's all about. I had to pull over very quickly just to step outside of this camera and show you what I'm seeing. So we're now on the southern side of this Torcal sort of rocky outcrop, which is lovely in and of itself, but then the views down the other side, so that's now south, the views down there are just incredible. And I believe, because it's not that far away, sort of there is the sea, which would be the Mediterranean, because we're east of Gibraltar.
I'm going crazy, gotta put my hands to work. I'm thinking maybe I'll find it in the dirt, and it feels strange to me.
Tell you what, the formations here, this is incredible. I don't even know much about the history of it, but I'll have a read up and either overlay it or do a voiceover or something. Yeah, you would have seen a lot of these rock shapes on the way up, on the drive up. It's just incredible. Really, really lovely. I haven't got any other words for it, to be honest. I'm clean out of them. Right, so there's an information board. Absolutely nothing in any other language. But what I can see from the last paragraph is, I think that there which is just in front of us, which I'll show you in a minute, has been it's taken 150 million years to shape that, to transform it into that single monument of lots of what look like lots of stones, but it's one single monument, and it is just up there. There you go. But yeah, these things are all over the bloody place. Literally everything you look at is just oh, hang on, a bunch of sheep. Go on then. There you go, a little bit further on, and there's a little bit there with English, and just shows you, sorry, you'll have to pause this during the video, I should imagine, but just shows you how these formations are created over time. It really doesn't matter where you walk or what direction you look in. There's just a new set of columns or formations or something else to look at. I suppose you could walk around here all day and not see everything here. But yeah, it's what a place. It's absolutely incredible. Right, after my detour and slight distraction, I'm really going back to the van this time. Yeah, I couldn't resist. There's so many of the columns and the light was really good, so we cracked on for another 600 meters or so. Right, with Torcal done and dusted, it's time to head off the mountain and make tracks towards Malaga. I do stop off for a couple of hours here in this lay-by, and that's because the phone signal was really good and I desperately needed to upload a video ready for that weekend. But I've also noticed that I'm already at 24 minutes on this video, so I think what I'll do is call an end to this one here and then keep Malaga as a totally separate video. So with that in mind, I'd just like to thank everybody for all the support you give to this channel, the likes, the comments, and all of that carry on. And I'll see you in the next one. And until then, take care. Bye bye.